Welcome to Portugal, a country where history, culture, and breathtaking landscapes come together in one of Europe's most fascinating destinations. Located on the western edge of the Iberian Peninsula, Portugal has a rich maritime heritage, stunning coastline, and diverse geography that ranges from golden beaches and rolling vineyards to medieval towns and volcanic islands. Despite its relatively small size, Portugal offers an incredible variety of experiences, from the historic streets of Lisbon and Porto to the untouched natural beauty of the Azores and Madeira. Portugal is one of the oldest nations in Europe, with a history dating back over 800 years. Once a global superpower during the age of exploration, it played a major role in discovering new lands, with famous explorers like Vasco da Gama and Ferdinand Magellan sailing from its shores. The country's past is still visible today in its ancient castles, UNESCO-listed monasteries, and azulejo-covered buildings that tell stories of its golden age. At the same time, Portugal is a modern and vibrant nation known for its culinary delights, world-class wine, and welcoming culture. What makes Portugal even more unique is its diverse landscapes. The mainland features dramatic cliffs along the Algarve coast, lush valleys in the Douro wine region, and charming hilltop villages frozen in time. Meanwhile, the island regions of Madeira and the Azores offer a completely different side of Portugal, with volcanic craters, dense forests, and stunning ocean views. Whether you're into history, adventure, or just soaking up the sun, Portugal has something for everyone. In this documentary, we'll explore the most breathtaking places across Portugal, from the historic streets of Lisbon and Porto to the fairy-tale palaces of Sintra, the dramatic landscapes of the Algarve, and the hidden gems of its island territories. Along the way, we'll dive into the country's fascinating history, its deep connection to the ocean, and the unique culture that makes Portugal one of the most unforgettable destinations in the world. Lisbon, the timeless capital. Lisbon, Portugal's vibrant and historic capital, is a city that blends old-world charm with modern energy. Built across 7 hills, it offers stunning viewpoints, colorful streets, and a rich maritime heritage. As one of the oldest cities in Western Europe, Lisbon's history stretches back over 2,000 years, shaped by Phoenicians, Romans, Moors, and Portuguese explorers. Today, it's a city known for its iconic yellow trams, pastel-colored buildings, and a laid-back yet lively atmosphere. One of Lisbon's most famous landmarks is the Belém Tower, a UNESCO-listed fortress that once protected the city's harbor. Nearby, the Jerónimos Monastery, with its intricate Manueline architecture, stands as a symbol of Portugal's age of exploration. This was the era when Lisbon was one of the most important ports in the world, sending explorers like Vasco da Gama to discover new trade routes. In the same district, visitors can try pastéis de Belém, the original version of Portugal's famous custard tarts, pastéis de nata. The Alfama district is Lisbon's oldest neighborhood, where narrow cobblestone streets, whitewashed houses, and traditional fado music create a uniquely atmospheric experience. Here, visitors can explore the São Jorge Castle, which sits atop one of Lisbon's highest hills, offering panoramic views of the city and the Tagus River. The Santa Justa lift, an iron elevator from the early 1900s, is another must-visit, connecting the lower streets to a stunning viewpoint overlooking the city. Lisbon is also a city of contrasts. While it embraces its historic roots, it's also home to modern attractions like the Mat Museum the LX Factory Creative District, and the lively nightlife of Bairro Alto. Whether you're exploring its ancient streets, tasting its world-famous cuisine, or taking in a sunset from one of its many miradoros, viewpoints, Lisbon is a city that captures the heart of every traveler. Sintra, fairytale palaces and mystical hills. Just a short drive from Lisbon, Sintra feels like a world pulled straight from a fairy tale. Nestled in the lush hills of the Sintra Cascais Natural Park, this UNESCO-listed town is known for its romantic palaces, ancient castles, and mist-covered forests. For centuries, Sintra was a royal retreat, where Portuguese monarchs and aristocrats built extravagant summer residences. Today, its whimsical architecture and dreamy landscapes make it one of the most magical destinations in Portugal. The most famous landmark in Sintra is Pina Palace, a colorful hilltop castle that looks like something out of a fantasy novel. Built in the 19th century, it blends Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance influences, creating one of the most striking palaces in Europe. Its bright yellow and red towers stand out against the green hills, offering panoramic views over Sintra and beyond. Nearby, the Moorish castle, a 9th century fortress, provides another spectacular viewpoint and a glimpse into Portugal's medieval past. One of Sintra's most mysterious sights is Quinta da Regaleira, a lavish estate filled with secret tunnels, hidden grottos, and the famous Initiation Well. The well, with its spiral staircase leading deep into the ground, is believed to have been used for secret rituals. Wandering through the estate feels like stepping into a world of ancient legends and secret societies, adding to Sintra's sense of mystery and enchantment. Beyond its castles and palaces, Sintra is surrounded by breathtaking nature, with trails leading through forests, rugged cliffs, and stunning coastline. A visit to Cabo da Roca, the westernmost point of mainland Europe, offers dramatic ocean views from towering cliffs. Whether exploring its romantic palaces, uncovering hidden tunnels, or hiking through misty hills, Sintra is a place that feels truly magical. Porto, the city of bridges and port wine. Portugal's second-largest city, Porto, is a place of timeless charm, historic grandeur, and riverside beauty. Built along the banks of the Douro River, Porto is famous for its majestic bridges, colorful old town, and world-renowned port wine. While Lisbon captures the energy of modern Portugal, Porto embodies a more historic and authentic atmosphere, with its medieval streets, tiled facades, and centuries-old traditions. One of Porto's most iconic landmarks is the Dom Luís I Bridge, a massive double-deck iron bridge designed by a student of Gustave Eiffel. Spanning across the Douro River, it connects the city center to Vila Nova de Gaia, the heart of Portugal's port wine production. From the top deck, the views over Porto's historic Ribeira district, with its pastel-colored houses and lively waterfront cafes, are simply breathtaking. A must-visit in Porto is the São Bento train station, one of the most beautiful railway stations in the world. Its interior is covered in over 20,000 blue and white azulejo tiles, depicting scenes from Portugal's history. The city is also home to the Livraria Lello, an ornate bookstore that inspired J.K. Rowling when she lived in Porto. Its grand wooden staircase and stained glass ceiling make it one of the most stunning bookstores in the world. No visit to Porto is complete without exploring its legendary wine culture. The city is the birthplace of port wine, and visitors can tour the historic wine cellars in Vila Nova de Gaia, where the fortified wine is aged. A Douro River cruise passing through the valley's terraced vineyards offers another unforgettable way to experience the region. Whether wandering through its historic streets, sipping wine along the river, or taking in the city's stunning skyline, Porto is a destination that perfectly blends tradition, beauty, and culture. The Douro Valley, Portugal's wine country. Stretching across northern Portugal, the Douro Valley is one of the most scenic wine regions in the world. This UNESCO-listed valley is home to steep terraced vineyards, winding riverbanks, and centuries-old wine estates that produce Portugal's famous Porto and Douro wines. With its golden hills in autumn, lush green terraces in summer, and peaceful villages dotting the landscape, the Douro Valley is a paradise for wine lovers and nature enthusiasts alike. The Douro River, which gives the valley its name, has been a lifeline for wine production for centuries. In the past, wooden boats called rabelos transported barrels of port wine down the river to Vila Nova de Gaia, where they were aged and exported worldwide. Today, travelers can experience the valley through river cruises, scenic train journeys, or road trips, each offering breathtaking views of the vineyard-covered hills and traditional quintas, wine estates. One of the best ways to explore the region is by visiting the historic wine estates, many of which have been producing wine for generations. Estates like Quinta do Crasto and Quinta das Carvalhas offer wine tastings, vineyard tours, and incredible panoramic views over the valley. The region isn't just about port wine. Red and white Douro wines are also gaining international recognition, making it a fantastic destination for any wine enthusiast. Beyond wine, the Douro Valley is home to charming villages like Pinhão and Peço da Régua, where travelers can experience traditional Portuguese hospitality, local cuisine, and breathtaking viewpoints. Whether cruising down the river at sunset, tasting wine in a historic cellar, or simply enjoying the peaceful beauty of the valley, the Douro is one of Portugal's most captivating landscapes. Algarve, Portugal's coastal paradise. Located in southern Portugal, the Algarve is famous for its golden beaches, dramatic cliffs, and picturesque coastal towns. With over 150 kilometers of stunning coastline, this region offers some of Europe's most breathtaking seascapes, making it a top destination for beach lovers, surfers, and nature enthusiasts. Whether you're exploring hidden sea caves, historic fishing villages, or rugged coastal trails, the Algarve is a place of natural beauty and endless adventure. One of the most iconic sites in the Algarve is Benagil Cave, a massive sea cave with a natural skylight that lets the sunlight pour onto the sandy beach inside. Accessible only by boat, kayak, or paddleboard, it's one of Portugal's most photographed locations. Another must-visit is Praia da Marinha, often ranked among the world's most beautiful beaches, with its crystal-clear waters and limestone rock formations, creating a postcard-perfect scene. Beyond its beaches, the Algarve is home to charming coastal towns like Lagos, Albufeira, and Tavira, each with its own distinct character. Lagos is known for its stunning cliffs and vibrant nightlife, while Tavira offers a more traditional Portuguese atmosphere, with cobbled streets, historic churches, and whitewashed houses. In Sagres, the southwesternmost point of Portugal, you'll find Cape St. Vincent, a rugged headland once believed to be the end of the world before the age of exploration. For adventure seekers, the Algarve is a paradise for surfing, dolphin watching, and hiking along the scenic cliffs of the Rota Vicentina Trail. Whether you're looking for relaxation, adventure, or a mix of both, the Algarve delivers some of the most unforgettable coastal landscapes in Europe. Madeira, the floating garden of the Atlantic. Often called the Pearl of the Atlantic, Madeira is an island paradise known for its dramatic cliffs, lush forests, and year-round spring-like climate. Located in the North Atlantic Ocean, this Portuguese archipelago is a destination of breathtaking natural beauty, where volcanic peaks, waterfalls, and botanical gardens create a landscape unlike anywhere else in Portugal. With its mix of adventure, relaxation, and incredible scenery, Madeira is a must-visit for nature lovers. One of Madeira's most famous attractions is Cabo Girão, one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe, standing at 580 meters above the ocean. The Cabo Girão Skywalk, a glass-floored observation deck, offers jaw-dropping views over the coastline and the deep blue Atlantic below. Another highlight is the Pico do Arrieiro hiking trail, which connects some of the island's highest peaks, leading through cloud forests, craggy ridges, and dramatic viewpoints. Madeira is also famous for its Levada walks, a unique network of irrigation channels that wind through the mountains and valleys. Trails like Levada das 25 Fontes take visitors deep into the island's dense laurel forests, passing waterfalls, natural pools, and breathtaking ravines. These hikes are one of the best ways to experience Madeira's untouched nature and diverse ecosystems. In addition to its natural wonders, Madeira is known for its rich culture and delicious cuisine. The capital, Funchal, is home to vibrant markets, historic sites, and the famous Madeira wine lodges, where visitors can sample the island's legendary fortified wine. Whether you're hiking through misty mountain trails, relaxing on black sand beaches, or tasting fresh seafood along the coast, Madeira is a destination that feels like a world of its own. Azores, Portugal's volcanic paradise. Located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, the Azores are a group of 9 volcanic islands that offer some of the most untouched and breathtaking landscapes in Portugal. Known for their lush green valleys, crater lakes, hot springs, and dramatic coastlines, the Azores are often compared to Hawaii or Iceland, but with a distinct Portuguese charm. For nature lovers, hikers, and adventure seekers, this is one of the most spectacular destinations in Europe. One of the most iconic sites in the Azores is Sete Cidades, a massive volcanic crater on the island of São Miguel. Inside the crater lie 2 stunning lakes, one blue and one green, separated by a narrow land bridge. According to legend, the lakes were formed from the tears of a princess and her forbidden love, making them not only a natural wonder, but also a place of local folklore. The viewpoint from Miradouro da Boca do Inferno offers a breathtaking panoramic view of this unique landscape. The Azores are also famous for their geothermal activity, with natural hot springs and steaming fumaroles found across the islands. In Furnas, visitors can soak in mineral-rich thermal baths surrounded by lush forests, while local restaurants cook the traditional cozido das furnas, a slow-cooked stew buried underground using volcanic heat. The island of Pico, home to Portugal's highest mountain, is also a major wine region, where volcanic soil vineyards produce unique award-winning wines. Beyond the land, the Azores offer some of the best whale and dolphin watching in the world, with sperm whales, blue whales, and dolphins frequently spotted in the surrounding waters. Whether you're hiking through volcanic landscapes, swimming in natural hot springs, or exploring the rich marine life, the Azores are a hidden paradise that feels untouched by time. Évora, a walk through history. Located in Portugal's Alentejo region, Évora is one of the country's best preserved historic cities, with a past stretching back over 2,000 years. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Évora is a city where Roman ruins, medieval churches, and whitewashed houses come together in a setting that feels frozen in time. It's often called an open-air museum, where every street and square tells a story of Portugal's rich history. One of the most famous landmarks in Évora is the Roman Temple of Diana, one of the best preserved Roman ruins in Portugal. Dating back to the 1st century AD, this temple is a reminder of Évora's importance during the Roman Empire. Nearby, the Cathedral of Évora dominates the skyline with its massive Gothic towers and stunning cloisters, offering panoramic views over the city and surrounding countryside. Perhaps Évora's most intriguing site is the Chapel of Bones, Capella dos Ossos, a macabre yet fascinating chapel lined with thousands of human skulls and bones. Built by Franciscan monks in the 16th century, its eerie inscription at the entrance reads, "We bones that are here, await yours." While unsettling, the chapel serves as a reflection on the impermanence of life and has become one of Évora's most visited attractions. Beyond its history, Évora is also known for its traditional Alentejo cuisine and regional wines. The surrounding plains of the Alentejo region produce some of Portugal's best red wines, and local specialties like migas, atorta, and black pork offer an authentic taste of Portuguese rural life. Whether wandering through its ancient streets, exploring Roman ruins, or tasting local wines, Évora is a city that brings Portugal's past and present together in a way that's truly unforgettable. Coimbra, Portugal's historic university town. Perched on the banks of the Mondego River, Coimbra is one of Portugal's most historically significant cities, known for being home to one of the oldest universities in the world. Once the country's capital in the Middle Ages, Coimbra has long been a center of learning, culture, and tradition, with a rich academic atmosphere that still thrives today. The city's mix of medieval streets, historic monuments, and vibrant student life makes it one of Portugal's most fascinating destinations. The heart of Coimbra is the University of Coimbra, founded in 1290, and one of the most prestigious institutions in Europe. Its most famous attraction is the Joanina Library, a breathtaking 18th century library with ornate gold leaf decorations, massive wooden bookshelves, and an impressive collection of ancient texts. Interestingly, the library is home to a colony of bats that help protect the books by eating insects that might damage them. Coimbra is also filled with historic landmarks that showcase its medieval and Moorish heritage. The old cathedral, Sevilla, is a striking Romanesque church that has stood for centuries, while the monastery of Santa Clara a Vela tells the story of Portugal's medieval queens and their influence on the city. The Quinta das Lágrimas, a beautiful garden and estate, is linked to the tragic love story of King Pedro I and Inês de Castro, one of Portugal's most famous legends. Despite its deep history, Coimbra is still a lively and youthful city thanks to its large student population. Traditional fado music takes on a unique style here, with Coimbra's student fado known for its melancholic yet soulful melodies. Whether you're exploring its ancient university, discovering its medieval past, or soaking in the energy of its student life, Coimbra offers a fascinating journey through Portugal's history and culture. Óbidos, the walled medieval town. Perched on a hilltop and surrounded by well-preserved medieval walls, Óbidos is one of Portugal's most enchanting towns. With its whitewashed houses, colorful flower-lined streets, and a majestic castle, it feels like stepping into a storybook. Once a wedding gift from a king to his queen, Óbidos has retained its historic charm, making it one of the most picturesque destinations in the country. The highlight of Óbidos is its impressive castle, which dates back to the 12th century and was once a royal residence. Today, it stands as one of Portugal's best preserved medieval fortresses, offering stunning views over the surrounding countryside. The town's cobblestone streets lead visitors past charming cafes, artisan shops, and beautifully decorated churches, including the Igreja de Santa Maria, where Portuguese royalty once married. One of the town's most famous traditions is Ginginha de Óbidos, a cherry liqueur typically served in small, edible chocolate cups. Visitors can try this local delicacy from street vendors and historic taverns, adding a sweet touch to their medieval experience. Throughout the year, Óbidos also hosts festivals that bring its history to life, such as the medieval fair, where the town transforms with knights, jousting tournaments, and period costumes. Despite its small size, Óbidos is one of Portugal's most captivating historic towns, where every corner is filled with charm and centuries of history. Whether you're walking along its medieval walls, exploring its castle, or simply enjoying the peaceful atmosphere of its narrow alleys, Óbidos is a place where Portugal's past is beautifully preserved. Portugal is a country that truly has it all, from vibrant cities and historic villages to breathtaking coastlines and volcanic islands. Whether you're exploring the timeless streets of Lisbon, the fairytale palaces of Sintra, or the rugged cliffs of the Algarve, every part of Portugal offers something unique and unforgettable. Its rich history, warm hospitality, and stunning natural beauty make it a destination that captures the heart of every traveler. Beyond its famous landmarks, Portugal's culture and traditions are what truly make it special. The country's long maritime history, its legacy of explorers, and its blend of European, African, and Asian influences have shaped a nation with deep cultural roots. From the melancholic sounds of fado music to the delicious flavors of its cuisine, Portugal is a country that invites visitors to slow down and savor every experience. No matter what kind of traveler you are, Portugal has something for you. If you love history and architecture, cities like Évora, Coimbra, and Porto offer a deep dive into Portugal's medieval and academic past. If you're looking for relaxation and stunning landscapes, the Douro Valley, the Azores, and Madeira are perfect escapes. And if you seek adventure and the great outdoors, Portugal's coastline, mountains, and national parks offer some of the most breathtaking scenery in Europe. If this documentary has inspired you to visit Portugal, we'd love to hear from you. Which place caught your attention the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps us bring more travel content to you. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible travel documentaries from around the world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.